Hello and welcome. Today, we are opening up one of, well, probably the most hyped up set for waifu cards in a long time. So much that it's already sold out before it even arrived to me, and I had it shipped out day one, like express. So, yeah, this is like the most hyped up set since the first set, I think. But Genki Parade 2 we have here. We're going to open this up and take a look. If you want to see more, I opened up the most of a full entire case on a past live stream that you can go and check if you want to see more cards pulled. But we'll open up a box here so you can take a look and see. So we got our packs here. We have our one hit pack here. Then we get our fancy card in. We have our normal packs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 normal packs here as well. So, like the first Genki one, very nice cards, good card quality and everything. There's a lot of different rarities you can get. There's a lot of different like rarity type stuff you can get in here. So, we'll show you here. Okay, first card is going to be is a CR. So that's technically you can classify as a hit. Very fancy card here. Very nice Mai. And then we also got your other cards here. These are your commons. So you have a common transparent card. So we have Rukia here, the best you can see since it's transparent. And we have our somewhat sussy card here of the N rarity. We got Mai. These are your two. N is like the very most common, and this is kind of, I guess you can kind of consider that like uncommon, but you still get a decent amount of them. So then we have, this is a puzzle piece. There's two puzzles. We have the Pokemon and the Sword Art Online puzzle. I completed both of those in that live stream as well if you wanted to check what those looked like. And we got our other cards here. All right, we have our Peel card here. You get a Peel card in your box. We've got Yuno as our transparent card. And we got Asuka as our common. We'll look at the Peel card after we open up the other stuff here. Some of the Peel cards are a little sus. Some of them are a little revealing-ish. We have our PR card of the box. These are very nice. They look really good. I'm gonna mispronounce her name. I feel like I always do. It's Kanao from Demon Slayer, Shinobu's apprentice. The PR cards, they don't really have any foil to them, but the art and the quality of them is pretty nice. So we have that. Then we have the Mitsuri transparent card, and we have Ichika in a wedding dress for that. Okay, and then we have our SP card here. We have Kurumi, which this one's kind of funny. It's a little messed up. Her eye is supposed to be like a clock, right? But in here, it's just plain white with one fancy red eye. So it's a little goofy for her on this. Then we have a Yor card and a Hinata. Well, we have our Hot Spring card of Mai. That's pretty good. Very nice little WR rarity card there. As you can see the pattern here, there's a ton of different rarities. And then we have a Rin card, Misato. Yeah, there's a lot of different rarities you can get, especially with the hit packs. There's even more rarities in there. All right, then we have a Marin, Rem, Asuna. I think we pretty much hit our hits for the packs. I think the rest of these are just common cards. Altria or Saber. Kurumi, Boa. Himino, From Chainsaw Man. Asuna. Roxy with the crazy whip. Also, I just noticed this. Is the whip in the water? Like, is the whip... Is this... Did the AI make the whip, like, go all the way around in the water? We got a Chun-Li. If the camera will focus. Miku. I don't know what it's focusing on. Midnight. Android 18. 02. Kirino. Our last normal pack here. We have Mai, Shinobu, and Fubuki. Goofy cards. Then we have our one hit pack, which has the fancy stuff in it. Alright. As long there is a feat rarity in the hit packs here, do not get a foot card. We already pulled 3. I do not need any more. The rarity is DR. Oh, thank goodness, we're safe. UTR is our fancy card of this box. Nakano Miku. Now, I will admit, UTR is kind of on the lower end of the fancier cards. It's nice, but there is some other fancier ones than this. The only thing with this is you can kind of see there's a little bit of like a bevel design on here, so it's like a little frame. Otherwise, there's nothing really else kind of going for it. So there are other hits that are fancier, but it's still not bad. Oh, and we have our peel card that we gotta check. I almost forgot. Now I gotta check this first before I can show it. But otherwise, you just peel it off like this, just because some of the peel cards are a little too much to show, but this one is fine. It is Large Hestia. I also don't know why the ultra rare in there is kind of like really blurry. Maybe that's the design type. It might be. But anyway, big ol' Hestia there. So yeah, as you can see, just from one box, you get a bunch of different little rarity things. And so I kind of like what they did with the set where these are, like I said, these are, you can kind of consider uncommons. They're pretty much commons, though, but I like that these are transparent. I think that's really cool. And if you do get one of these, I believe there is a film on here that you can peel off. Transparent cards typically have a film on there that you can peel. And it will be a lot shinier than having it look with all this, like, I don't know how to describe it. You can kind of, like, see how there would be, like, kind of like a screen protector, you know, where you peel it off. So I haven't tried yet to peel one off, but that's what it looks like to me. I would assume I can try it. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. Maybe there. I'd have to try that later, but maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Either way, they're still pretty cool. I personally think out of this box, the Mai was probably the best card. The first card we saw right off the bat. That would be my personal pick. Pretty much for 2 big reasons, but otherwise, this box was not too bad. This is the most hyped up, most looking forward to set to get. Like I said, it's already out of stock. It went out of stock very fast. I've never seen a waifu set go out of stock that fast. So I get the cards while you can. If you see anything you want, you better get it from whoever you see it from quick. Speaking of which, if you wanna, maybe by the time this video gets up, it may or may not be listed. I will have these Genki cards, plus a whole bunch of other ones I already opened from the other boxes on my eBay shop. You can check in the description if there's something you want. Since these are hard to get, you got a spot you could come get some from. Otherwise, you can also check down in that description my Discord server, my Twitch channel, And the eBay shop, like I said, that's all that's down there. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and we will see you on the next video.